Yo, this is your boy Columbus Short from Scandal, Stomp the Yard this Christmas, and you're watching Taboo's Comics and Kicks.
Hola amigos, welcome to another great adventure of Taboo's Comics and Kicks. My guest today, I have to step back to think about the impact and the inspiration that this man has had in our dance community. We know him as a powerful actor. We know him as a gifted expressionist. But what he's done for the dance community on so many different levels, he put our community on the map. There's been movies like Breaking, Beat Street, Singing in the Rain, Gene Kelly. We've had numerous dance movies. Some people look at Footloose as a dance movie. Cool. I mean, bro, let's keep it a buck. This man's career has spanned the test of time. But it started with humble beginnings. I know he started in commercials. Pizza Hut was one of his first commercials that he starred in. Continued to build his profile as an actor, choreographer, dancer, rapper. Ooh, we're going to get into that. He starred in Broadway during the production of Stomp. Worked as a dancer with Britney Spears. Choreography for Onyx.
Creative director.
Yeah, director for Onyx. His roles, I mean, the man has been in Cadillac Records. Is one of my favorite movies, bro.
Oh, you saw it?
Come on. Cadillac Records is a dope movie. Underrated movie, but dope movie. This man's been in timeless TV shows.
Enough.
No. I'm keep going. TV shows, but the most impactful was Stomp the Yard. We had legends like Chris Brown, Meagan Good, Darren Henson. Shout out to Darren Henson.
Talk about the dance legend.
Brian J. White, Neo. Dance legends like Little C, Tight Eyes. Shout out to Tight Eyes. Shout out to Baby Tight Eyes, Miss Prissy, B-Boy Legacy, and on and on and on and on and on. For us as dancers, you represent it to the fullest, bro. From crumping to stomp, to freaking popping, ticking, locking, freestyle footwork, housing, all the things that you've brought to the world with your art form. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for my brother, the gifted, the talented, the genius, Columbus Short.
All right. That you kind of just embarrassed me, but thank you, sir.
Bro, rapper.
Well, listen, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I'm 100%er. I produce music. I don't write. I sing. I am a artist.
I love it.
I don't know how to Hollywood does that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they put you in a box and you got to stay in that box. You know?
So on this show, we like to break the ice with a verse.
Okay.
Would you be down to kick a verse?
Would you be down to play a beat?
Let's go a cappella. I'll kick a verse first, then you kick a verse.
All right, yeah.
All right, this is a old school verse, but it's something for the old school Black Eyed Peas fans. My job is to mainly hypnotize. I must take over their thoughts and maneuver through their eyes. Visually on stage, the P's we multiply, equaling a sum of only one tribe. First is my scarf representative reply. Second, adjust the voice to really sound fly. Third, get in the zone, the washer has arrived. Fourth, keep my mind and my soul online. Purchasing dues that remain state of mind. We keep it on the positive because it is colorblind. We keep it on the positive because it is hard to climb. Oh man, blow my mind. I freestyle a bit, gotta pick up my script. Don't give a fuck because I'm living it. I got my man Columbus and we about to drop. Represent that real, the true hip hop.
Sitting on a leather couch with Taboo.
Come on.
I'm about to let you know I'm about to come all through. The quicker picker up and the bitches want to hump them. And I'm telling you that I'll probably get to bit the top them. What? I'm telling you, that's why they love me. I just telling them they want to hump me. Yeah. Don't be mad because I'm sexy when the mouth when it come through the club and they want to get it on. What? I'm about to pull up with a brand new swag. I'm about to tell you, nigga, all these niggas gonna be mad. What? But I don't give a fuck. I'm about to get buck, crump, nigga, back. Test your luck.
Test your luck.
I don't know.
The artist, Columbus Short.
Yeah.
Man, bro, it's an honor to have you on the show.
I can't believe you guys freestyle right now. Hey, it's not.
No, it's good though.
That wasn't on my bingo
it's
card.
It's an icebreaker. It's an icebreaker, and I like that. You should hear what Francis Fisher kicked.
What did he kick? It was tight.
Francis Fisher kicked.
Is it
Francis Fisher's from Titanic. the older woman from Titanic.
The mom, the mother.
The mom.
No.
Yeah. She kicked the ill freestyle, bro.
I'm gonna. Is it out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it.
She kicked the freestyle about Titanic.
Did she? But she was like, Jack promised me
She
you
was
gonna
like-
let go. What the?
But all jokes aside, man, thank you for being on the
Thank you for
podcast,
having me
bro.
on, man.
Let's start with your humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut?
When I was like 15, I was a. They called me up like a double booker with cheese.
Mhm.
I was always booking commercials.
Right.
So my first one was Pizza Hut. My second one was Mountain Dew with Busta Rhymes. It
Ooh.
was the Quin Cha Cha Cha, right?
Yeah.
I remember when I met him on set, he was like, yo, you won't, because I was like, it was like me and the, my boy from Sandlot,
Oh, yeah.
my boy, we was like, we wanted to go to the trailer and like meet Busta and boom, we knocked on the trailer door. He was like, yo, you want them old pretty niggas. You wanted them old girls be sucking butt over niggas. He was right.
Yep. Facts. Facts upon facts. So that was your introduction to working in the industry, commercial.
Yes. Those are back in the day, that was the steps.
Mhm.
Nowadays, I think it's like, you move here from Cedar Falls, Iowa, and you're just like, you're on, because you're the look or whatever. But I had to go from commercials to guest stars on TV to co-star to series regular to a recurring and then to supporting actor to number one on the call sheet, and it was a grind.
Yeah.
Still is.
Mhm.
But that was the trajectory. That's how it went down.
So number one on the call sheet, for those people that don't know, is the most important person. Set. Basically, he's the man. And I love that he has humble beginnings, started grinding. This is before social media?
Man, yeah.
What year? Can you give us a little
97,
97.
96.
Yep.
By the way, when we were watching you guys,
Joints and Jams?
man, when we saw when you guys first, it was magic watching you guys dance.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
It was magic.
Thank you.
It was effortless.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
You inspired me so
Oh,
much.
thank you, man. Do you see the love? The dance love is always keen and very prominent, especially when we have people like Boogaloo Shrimp.
Right.
Afion Crockett talked about the dance element.
Yeah.
We had Walter Jones, the Black Power Ranger, Zach. He talked about the dance element.
That's
And
my boy, by the way.
that's my guy.
Do you know how old he is?
How,
59.
59.
bro?
Yeah.
Bro, I was on Conan O'Brien, and I told a story about him, and I'm sorry, bro, because I'm sorry about the story I told,
Mm-hmm.
but I saw him at El Floreritos.
Mm-hmm. Doing salsa?
Oh, tearing it.
Killing it.
What?
Yeah, bro. Killing it.
And I'll just leave it right there.
Mm-hmm.
He just posted a video this morning
He
about him
did.
doing salsa.
Like
Yeah.
he could just get up, and it was magical. Like he could just grab any woman,
Yeah.
and just tearing it up.
You know what he said? He said, what keeps me young is dancing.
Absolutely.
And I could attest to that. I can honestly say that dancing has been a form of prayer, a form of healing,
Man.
a form of a blessing, because to be able to have that art form be the trajectory and the thing that transitioned me from a b-boy or breaker or freestyle dancer into an MC, which in turn now I have a podcast.
Into a Grammy Award-winning artist.
Bro. And I never take it for granted. Never take it for granted,
My wife, she hates my guts because I'll just turn on the change the game pill in the middle of my living room, man, and just go. Like I have to.
That's dope.
I just have to.
Yeah.
Nobody. It's nobody around,
Mhm.
but my boys think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's dope.
It's your DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
mean,
you can't turn it off.
and the fact that he wasn't acting, he was being the dancer.
Right.
He is the dancer. And that's what I watched. I rewatched your movie again, and then we'll get into Stomp the Yard. But I want to get into your first film that you did. What was that film?
believe it or not, I was a dancer and You Got Served. I saw Marion talked about that. But the first role, it was called Accepted. Like I was accepted to Hollywood. We started a fake college. Me, Justin Long, Blake Lively, Jonah Hill. That was my first movie at Universal.
And that was what year was that?
That was 2005.
2005. So
Stomp came after.
bro, I watched that movie yesterday and I really studied. I rewound your first scene because you went straight into the kill, the beginning. Chris Brown, you have Legacy, you have freaking Tie-Dyes, you got
Put all the Roro, Marty Kudelka.
Marty Kudelka,
Like you put
Eddie
all,
Morales. Ill.
You put all those people in a room.
It's definitely
It's off script.
Was it intimidating being around so much greatness on that set? A little bit? Being young?
For me?
Yeah.
No, because I was with them. They taught me how to dance.
yeah.
So it was like it was on.
And honestly,
On.
he's a killer. So he sees other killers like, yo, let's sharpen our swords.
Yeah, it was like, but I looked up. I'm not gonna lie. I was like Prissy.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I was like T-Fly.
Yep, T-Fly.
I was like Chris. That's Roro. Those are some killers over there.
Yeah,
and they were like, "Cuz, let's go."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Give a shout out to your boy who just passed away too.
oh, Dave Scott.
Yeah, because I know he was a big part of your life. And give him some love.
Dave Scott changed my life. This is a Dave Scott Goran Brother hat. This is his line that they just did. I think it might be sold out, but they might bring it back. But Dave Scott changed my life. I was the annoying kid that I was at every one of his classes. And he taught me how to dance, and he gave me my first dance job, which was with B2K. And then he put me in You Got Served. And then, so I quit dancing after Britney Spears thing. I was like, I'm going back to acting. That's what I'm gonna do. And so I did the movie Accepted. I got my next movie was Save the Last Dance 2. But I wasn't dancing in that. I was like a DJ, music guy. And I get a call from Dave. He's like, man, you got to come down to Sony today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, huh? He was like, Columbus, I'm doing this movie, Steppin'. You got to come down. And I'm like, bro, I'm done dancing, bro. I don't want to do no more dance movies. I'm an actor. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious about this. And he was like, just do it. And I'm like, fine. What do I wear? He was like, be body conscious.
Be body conscious.
So I put on a thermal and some True Religion jeans and some Timberland boots, went down to the lot, met Clint Culpepper and the executives at Sony, and we had a great meeting. And I was like, look, and I wasn't nervous. I was dead serious. I was like, he's like, all right, man, great meeting. We're gonna do an international search or a nationwide search for this role. And I was like, well, awesome. I said, what? I dare you. I challenge you to find someone in this nation that can dance this movie, that can step this movie, and that can act this movie.
Triple threat.
And he was like, all right, man. And the meeting was over, and I had the job a week later.
Can I tell you how hard it is to be able to not only carry the acting part of it, but to start his crew with Chris Brown, Crumpers, Poppers, so they had like a flow before he got to the college.
You know, Chris was on the road, so he only had we only got Chris for like 2 days of rehearsal, 1 day of rehearsal until it was lights, camera, action. But he's just, shout out, brother. I love you, boy.
And the fact that he had one of the OGs, well, two of the OGs. You had Little C and you had Tie-Dyes.
Well, Little C was a theta.
Oh, yeah.
He was a theta. He wasn't in the opening.
But what I'm saying is he was part of the movie.
Yeah.
So as far as the recognition of Crump,
but still, who deserves the love for that? Again, Dave Scott.
Oh yeah.
because he put them. He identified it, and he put them in a position to be maximally successful, and I just love him for that.
That's
I get
dope,
choked
bro.
up when I talk about him. Sorry.
Yeah. Rest in peace. It's dope to be able to have, because we had some of the clown dancers and crumpers part of our song called Hey Mama. It was a video.
Mhm.
Fatima Robson, she's the one.
Fatima.
Yeah, Fatima. She's the one that choreographed that and brought a lot of crumpers and clown dancers. Shout out to Tommy to be part of our video. So anytime I see a nod to LA style dancing that derived from Los Angeles, it always makes me feel represented. Even though I was in a crumper, it represented LA.
But you
the West
represented
Coast.
East LA hard.
Of course, bro. Always. And the reality is, bro, like seeing you and your trajectory to transition from like the dancer, actor, creative, it's just beautiful because your spirit is so powerful on screen, but then to actually get to meet you, like man,
let me just say this to all dancers. This is directly to dancers. I hope that I am I don't know the word, like am a embodiment of that. You can do it.
Mhm.
Like you can transition. J-Lo did it.
Mhm.
That she was one of the first ones, to kind of transition from being a dancer to actress, a superstar, and an actress. So it's not you're bigger. Don't get boxed in.
Mhm.
Don't get boxed in. But I do have a problem. How we came up, these TikTok dancers is different.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your opinion on that?
So I want to be able to lead with love on this one, just because I have young kids as well that that's their generation. So although we came up in the era of like we didn't have TikTok,
No.
the reality is I want to explore understanding it. Maybe it may not be my cup of tea, but because of TikTok, Black Eyed Peas has been able to have our music
Cool. Yeah, I understand.
having challenges and dances that songs from our old catalog
coming back
have
hot.
come back because of the TikTok challenges. So I as much as I want to be like that rigid guy, I have to also salute it because it's helped us.
I understand that now. But when I was coming up, what made dancers if you wanted to book a job, you had to be able to do everybody's style.
Facts.
Right? Like
Facts.
if depending on the choreographer.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had, so that means like dancers are true chameleons.
Correct.
Like, and I think, because you get famous from a lot of likes, people are not going to class anymore.
Yep.
And I think guys get back in class.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Top 4 inspirational dancers. Doesn't have to be hip hop.
Gene Kelly,
Beautiful.
Tony Basil, Michael Jackson. Fred Astaire.
All right.
No. Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes.
Gregory Hines. I left him out.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna give you mine.
You go 5.
So, I'm not even gonna duplicate what he said because he already got some dope ones that I'm. Nicholas Brothers.
Oh yes, forgot them. They're twins, so that's 2. You just
Okay.
got...
So I'll take one of them. I'll take one of them. One Nicholas brother. I'm gonna go Sandman.
Yep.
For the tap element.
Yep.
Third, I gotta go with Michael Chambers.
Yes.
Gotta go with Michael Chambers.
Got to.
I'll go before you said MJ. I'm gonna go Bob Fosse because Bob Fosse.
He's my top 5.
Right? Bob Fosse, bro.
Bro, I don't know how I missed.
So that's the hard thing about top 5s because it's kind of random and you're just like
No,
whoever
but
you can
No,
think
it's not
of.
random.
Bro.
Bob Fosse.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying like the thought has to be random. Now you're like searching.
Right. Have you seen Snake in the Grass?
Yeah,
Like,
amazing. That's Smooth Criminal.
come on.
Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I study my
too.
greats.
I'm a student too.
You know what I mean? And yeah, Kobe told me to do that.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice transition. You like that?
All right, let's stay on Kobe.
That's like, yeah.
Since we talked about him early, let's hear that story.
I was at Disneyland. doing The View
Mm-hmm.
Why does everybody see Kobe at Disney?
because he goes
Does
to
he live
Disneyland.
there?
He loves Disneyland, bro.
They still go to Disneyland.
He
That's
loves,
their thing.
He
Yeah.
loves Disneyland.
Yeah.
So I'm doing The View. He's doing The View. So we're in the dressing room, and he's like, Kobe Bryant walks in with the hair and makeup, and I'm like, it's Kobe.
Yep, we all had that moment, dude.
I was like,
oh shit, it's Kobe.
But he was like,
Yeah.
He was watching Scandal, like he knew, he was like, Harrison, duh. And then we just started chopping it up. And, I was picking his brain a little bit, but he literally said, study your greats.
Mm.
And he was asking me who my greats in acting were. And I have a picture of it. Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, but my great is Denzel Washington.
Ooh.
And those is his greats. So you see what I'm talking about? So, but Kobe, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, bro. For sure.
I'll never forget that day.
Mhm.
I was on the golf course at Hanson Dam, and we just got to the second hole. Like we were on the second hole, and it was my phones were blowing up, and I was like, everybody's lying. You guys lying. And then it was just devastating. But shout out to the family.
Yep. Vanessa,
what a class act.
I heard Scandal. So you got to work with Kerry Washington on Scandal.
Yeah, we were the first show in network history to have number 1 and number 2 African American.
Amazing.
Number 1 show.
Amazing. Kerry Washington. So there's always this amazing banter and this duality with women. Let's go back to Stomp the Yard and how great Meagan Good was in that movie.
But Kerry Washington came from a dance movie too.
Sure did.
She sure did.
What was it called? It was with Zoe.
Save the Last Dance.
Oh, yeah.
Save
was
the
it Save the
Last
Last Dance? Yeah,
with
yeah.
Sean Patrick Thomas.
So I watched the movie Stomp the Yard. I'm going to go back to that because there was a moment that I really loved Knucklehead's emotional intimacy. And a lot of people don't know what that means. When he said, I can tell you what your favorite color is.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, how? Your eyeshadow's green. You got a green emerald on your finger.
He was paying attention.
He was paying attention.
Yeah.
Paying attention to detail. That Darren Henson's like, yeah, I'm the shit. You're lucky to be with me.
Right.
So it was dope to see Knucklehead's perspective.
Humility.
Yeah, his humility, but also like his attention to detail.
It was also, and I'm this way with every entrepreneur that I work with. I want, like, you have to earn them. Seriously. In every scene, in every movie, in every moment. They'll know in reality, like, if they're working with a crappy actor, right? But when they're like, oh, he's giving, I always like to, give you know what I mean? Give him a little, you didn't see that coming. You know what I mean? And so I do that in every role. And so I wanted to earn Meagan, April. I grew up with Meagan, we're family, but I wanted to earn her respect that I made it here.
Mm-hmm.
That I made it here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To number 1
Mm-hmm.
on the call sheet. And it was our first time working together. So I wanted to earn it. And so I think that was a lot of what had to do with why I made the choices I make. And I was talking to my students. I teach master classes, both dance, acting, my acting students. Shout out to all my students, my acting class. Love you guys.
Love that.
Choices.
Yep.
Right? Like on a song.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you gave Whitney Houston and Celine Dion the same song, they would make different choices.
Yep.
But doesn't make it bad. It's just they're individuals. It makes you one of one. And so I am adamant about that. And you can give everybody in here the same script. And, some teachers teach all the students to make the exact same choice. But I live on the white on the page. Like, where can I make a different choice? That, if it's written for me to cry, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, your mother just died.
Why you laugh?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, make a choice
Yeah.
that brings you, that you lean in.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just a little note.
I mean, you got to work with Meagan at the time. I mean, she's still, I think, obviously, I'm friends with her now. I think you're close to her too.
I've never met her.
Oh, you've never met her?
Mm-mm.
But Meg's the homie, man. Shout out to Meagan.
Shout out, man.
But you got to be her love interest,
Yeah,
which
that was
every
dope.
guy on earth was like, damn you, Columbus.
Man, we got nominated for MTV Award, Best Kiss.
Yeah.
You know, we had to take 2 shots of tequila to just kiss each other.
Because of your
grew up
friendship?
together.
Because of your friendship?
Because we were like,
Oh, you
we
grew
were
up
like,
together? Yeah.
we were the only black families in Canyon Country. So we've grown up since like knee high sandbox. So we grew up like family. So it was never that. And so it was the first time in that scene, Maxwell's playing. I'm like, I gotta do a shot. Because that was the only time I was nervous that whole movie. I wasn't nervous in none of the battles.
How many takes did it to get it right?
We did it on the first take.
First take.
Yeah.
One take, Jake.
Because we didn't want to keep kissing.
Right.
But, you know what I mean? I think we did 2 takes.
You didn't want to overdo it. You were like, let's just get it over with.
Just get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but that was it. The awkwardness, not the awkward, the nerves, I believe were authentic because I was truly nervous. Like, oh man, like, we're about to.
When was the kiss? Was it on the dance floor when you guys were
Yeah.
at
In
the
the
bar
bar.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But Maxwell was playing. So
Right.
I'm like, I was like, when the movie came out, I'm like, they didn't keep Maxwell. Yeah, they sure did.
That's funny.
So you knew her when she did her cameo on Friday?
I've known her since she was on My Cousin Skeeter before that.
Oh, Skeeter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when she had a little gap in the teeth.
Yeah.
She was still fine then. Yeah.
I want to know like the moment that you realized, like for me, what is it called? Fraternity culture.
Was the Fraternal Order.
Yeah, Fraternal Order. When I first watched School Days with Spike Lee, I understood that, but there was really it didn't hone in on stepping. And when I saw Stomp the Yard, I really understood and appreciated the art form and how much time goes into it, and what the freshmen have to go through, and the hazing and all that stuff.
So that's a real great question, Taboo. In the movie, DJ goes to Heritage Hall. Meagan tells him to go to Heritage Hall. And I was really in Heritage Hall. And I was like, I didn't go to college. I went straight to Broadway, right? From high school. So I was like, oh, that was genuine. Like, this is the history.
Yeah.
This is what it is. And then that brotherhood, like the Thetas really became the Thetas. I know it's a fictitious fraternity, but we went through the process. Like, the moves, it's like we were the alphas and they were the omegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But understanding the Divine Nine, understanding how deep rooted in our history, African American history to be specific, was truly educational, and making the film Stomp the Yard was my college experience.
That's amazing, because then we saw when you walked into the there's like a monument, and you saw Martin Luther King.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was powerful. That moment was powerful, because I didn't know Michael Jordan was part of
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was his fraternity?
He was a alpha, I think. No, he was an O.
Okay.
He was a Q dog.
Yeah.
Q dog.
That was dope, man. Like beyond
I
like
think.
the love for the dance and all that, the entertainment part of it. There was so much knowledge and information.
Like the educational
part.
part
Yeah, the
of it.
educational part. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of making film. Sometimes you don't get to, like I always wanted to be a fighter pilot, but my eyesight, but it wasn't going to happen. But I could play a fighter pilot in a movie. You know what I mean? And have that real experience.
Tuskegee?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, okay.
But I will.
I just throw it out there. Tuskegee pilots.
Yeah. So
Why not?
so
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Yeah.
but like you know, Tom Cruise wasn't really a fighter pilot, but he really does fly jets.
Yep.
Like
Top
Tom
gun.
Cruise does everything for real.
Yeah, he does.
And that's how I want to be. So like in Stomp the Yard, right? The end scene, I'm supposed to slide on my elbow, right? I'm practicing with these B-boys.
Freeze?
Yeah, no, just slide across.
Right.
Slide on my elbow.
Mhm.
And I'm practicing in rehearsal and I threw my arm out. So all the executives were like, we're bringing in a double. I'm like,
Nah.
so on the day, the double's ready. On the day, we got the Matrix cameras, like 18 cameras. Georgia Tech is packed for real.
Yeah.
Like it's real. It's going down. And that moment, at all of that rehearsal and all of that time and all of that bonding and all of that brotherhood, they literally pushed me and I popped up on my elbow. First take. All of that reaction is 1000% real.
Wow.
We were going nuts.
That was
The
dope.
whole place was like, I could not, I still can't believe I did it. And we did another take. I kind of did it, but it was that first one, but they pushed me into my destiny, I feel like.
That was fire. I love that one. That for me, that was one of my favorite moments because it was like DJ was counted out because they're like, oh, you're not able to perform. He comes back in. It's like that. Watch this revenge that I'm gonna take on, and I'm gonna put it all on the dance floor, and I'm gonna represent my brother.
And my brothers.
Yeah, brothers. Yep.
You know, it wasn't about DJ; it's about the team.
Yeah.
And so it was very poetic.
Yeah, I love that. Cadillac Records, man.
Oh Lord,
you got to work with Beyoncé, right?
I did. Yes, she executive produced it, but I didn't. I had two scenes with Beyonce, but you know, in the pantheon of my like favorite top three is Denzel, Lawrence Fishburne, and Jeffrey Wright. You know, I was like, and Adrian Brody.
Oh my God, Adrian Brody. I want to say this kid. I met him
in New York.
Yeah,
he's a
hip hop head.
Yeah,
he is a hip hop head.
Yeah, he is.
He's one of those guys like, man, I love the Black Eyed Peas before Fergie. Like, he was one of those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He kept it above.
No, he really is.
He was like joints and jams, falling up like, so shout out to Adrian Brody.
Shout out AD.
Yeah, to be able to work with Adrian Brody. I mean, I threw in Beyonce because she was the female, she was Etta James. Etta James. And then you had Mos Def as freaking.
Oh, Mos. Well, you know, Yasin Bey. But he blew me away. He's just incredible. Yeah. Like a credible actor, man. Yeah. For real.
Chuck Berry.
He played Chuck Berry. And I was like, how is Mos gonna play? He killed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eamon Walker, shout out. He played Howlin' Wolf. Said he played Cedric the Entertainer was in the movie. But you know, the day I got there, I just like, you know, you're like, oh, you're getting skinny. I embody what the character is. So I had to lose like Beyonce. I had 14 days, but Beyonce was like, here's what you got to do. And I did that lemonade diet. She told me about the cayenne pepper, the maple beef syrup, and, you know, lemons. And I did that for 14 days. The first 3 days of not eating was like torture. But then fourth day, fifth day, I was like, I didn't even care about food. And then Lawrence Fishburne gave me a harmonica with a letter on it with this lady's number as a dialect coach, and told me how to build this character, because it's not like, you know, Ray, you can watch, you can see interviews, it's not like Martin Luther King where you can, you know, I had to build him. All I had was images and maybe one video of how he moved on stage with Muddy, and went to the dialect coach and put it together like, okay, region, he's from the Bayou, he spoke French, boom, this being boom, boom, boom. So I found that language, and I was like, first of all, I'm like, this is my biggest. This ain't Stomp the Yard.
Mhm.
This is not.
Yeah.
This ain't that. This is. I got to go in, and my first day on set, I wanted to go meet everybody. I already knew B, but I wanted first time meeting Jeffrey. He was like, even Adrian was like, who's this kid? The Stomp the Yard kid.
Mhm.
This is a trick casting type thing.
Right.
And I said, hey guys, this is going to be the last day you see me. And they're like, from that day on, I was Little Walter. On set, off set, don't even talk to. I'm not breaking.
Mm-hmm.
That's how.
You were locked in.
Oh, I'm talking to the day. Hey, baby, I'm talking to AD. What we got? What we got for lunch, baby?
Mhm.
Okay. You got the green beans. Okay. Yeah, you season them. I'm talking like this at lunch, and they're like, yeah, and they didn't get it until they got it.
Mm.
I remember the scene they got it. I was getting beat up by the police. I was getting my head smashed. And I told that white man to really smash my head. I wanted to feel it. And he did. He kind of enjoyed it, I think. So I told him to do it. Pow. And it just, and I was gone. And then the last day we shot, I had to, the last day I shot this guy. Bow. And I get in the caddy, and they're like, that's a picture wrap on Columbus Short. And I was like, I looked up and I said, I'm gonna miss you, man. Because when you open you're becoming possessed.
Mm.
When you're playing a real person,
Yep.
not like a fictitious character. No, when you're playing a real person, if you have to open up your vessel and allow that person to come in. It's crazy, man. And so yeah.
How long did it take you to get back to you?
Few years.
Wow.
Because I didn't know that I was still carrying pieces of him.
Mhm.
I had to go to therapy, like to let him go. And so it took a couple years, man. But my turnaround time now is much faster. But Denzel says as much time as you take to get in, you got to take that much time to get out. So if it takes me 2 months to get in, it should take me 2 months to get out. That's just, it shouldn't take me 2 years.
What's that process of getting in? Like, I know Little Walter, you had to because you didn't have a lot of reference point, but what do you have to do? Do you have to go into a room and just psychologically?
You have to literally isolate yourself.
Yeah.
It's just you and that character.
Mhm.
It's dangerous to relationships, marriages or partnerships, because if they don't understand what you're doing, you're locking yourself in a room, in an office or in your bedroom or in another room, and they don't understand what you're doing until they see it. But it's dangerous to do that. So, but I think as I've grown as an actor and as a man,
Yeah.
there's a balance. You know what I mean? It's like going to practice. LeBron practices going to practice, but when you come home, you're not at practice.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
home, you're present, and you're accounted for. So it's a very finite. It's a balance. Like a role I'm about to play right now is a Raven Simone. Shout out Ray. It's her directorial debut, but I'm playing a Marine with PTSD coming home, and it's heavy. It's going to be a challenge, it's which I love. So there's going to be that, and so what I'm doing is like I'm going to get in groups with Marines, like group meetings that you know what I mean, to hear them share and how the Wounded Warriors. Shout out Wounded Warriors. But if there's a lot of 501c3s that are supported for,
Military
Wounded
veterans.
Warriors, but it's also just there's physical wounds, but there's psychological wounds that are deep. So, to go into that, a lot of men come home completely different.
Yeah, we had Richard Chavez from Predator, and he spoke on him being a Vietnam vet and how he was able to create this Broadway, like a play where he had ex-veterans.
Yeah.
What was the play called, Mateo? You remember what that play was called?
There were ex-veterans that were putting this play on. Tracers about the traumas and the PTSD and how they cope with it.
A lot that I've been speaking to, like they've come home, but then a lot of their brothers come home and they can't take it, and they quit. They quit Earth, they quit life, and like take their lives, and so it's going to be an interesting journey doing that one.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like you have proven to us, and I say us as fans, that you can pretty much do anything with your career. It's beautiful to see you challenging yourself, becoming the all-around artist. Have you thought about directing in the future?
That's next. I have a full slate of films. I'm a writer. I open up Final Draft and I don't wait. Speaking of, I wrote a film called Black Dots, which I'm going to make soon. I wrote it with my rest in peace Lee Thompson Young, who took his life. The famous Jet Jackson. If you ever saw, I don't know, you were busy not watching Disney, but we wrote a script. I have a slate of films, a slate of television, a slate of animation. And I can't wait to get behind the lens.
Yeah, because I can see your vision and your genius being something that will resonate with a global market. Like I feel like, you are a hip hop head. You'll always have a place in our dance community, but what you've been able to do with your professional career, challenging yourself, taking on dramatic roles, but also like, thrillers like Scandal. It's a thriller, right?
No, it's a drama. Well, what you're saying is buckets. Somebody gave me this analogy. Buckets. So if you have all these buckets, like the dance bucket, if you're a pillar in a dance bucket, then you're acting the filmmaking bucket. Then you got this bucket and that bucket. It's the beauty is to put these buckets into and make a whole thing.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm doing.
Well, that's kind of what I want to do, man. Like, I'm doing it with this podcast because it's like I get to be a fan first and foremost. I get to have great dialogue, great conversation with people that I'm inspired by.
Yeah.
But people that are like-minded and peers in my discipline, whether it's music, acting, dancing, because these are the type of conversations that I want to have with.
But you really don't know how much you mean to people. How much you, will.i.am, your Black Eyed Peas, period.
Thank you, brother.
Like you guys, we had never seen anything like that before.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who's rapping and dancing? That wasn't except MC Hammer.
Yeah,
but if you know what I mean? But
we came up on like Kid and Play.
Right.
Big Daddy Kane used to dance with Scoop and Scrap.
But the way y'all were dancing.
Oh, yeah. Because we came from the freestyle Mop Tops, Soul Brothers, Skin Team.
It was just a different feel. We were like, yeah. So you're an inspiration, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate your time and just your motivation. And I look forward to, like, I know you spoke about something in the future. I can't wait to see what you do with your directorial debut because you're a force to be reckoned with, and I will continue being a fan. I'll continue championing you as a person.
Your lips to God's ears, buddy.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I told B, I'm like, man, when I have people that come from the dance community, I'm gonna fan out. Before we get to the meat and potatoes,
right?
I'm gonna talk about the dance community because I will always be a b-boy. I will always be a freestyle dancer.
Always be a dancer. Always.
Right?
Oh, forever. It's in our DNA.
Yeah.
When did you work with Britney? I heard you say that earlier, but I didn't know that. I know you worked with Brandy.
2003, I took over the tour, and
You were on tour with Britney.
I creative directed her tour.
Okay, which tour was that?
Onyx.
Okay.
Me and my partner, shout out Kevin Tetrarowan. We choreographed and creative directed it.
Was that a worldwide tour? Or
Yes, worldwide. It was wild.
That was like the height of Britney.
Yeah, it was terrifying, and it made me scared of fame.
Mm.
I wasn't famous. I was behind the scenes, but I saw what what all of it. It was like you were working with Princess Diana type.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Level, and it made me terrified of being famous. And I messed around
Oh,
and
good.
became famous.
Go ahead.
But it made the things that I would see, like never call anybody crazy. For example, believe this or not, I was living in 55th Columbus Circle at Trump Tower, and Brittany came down to my apartment with some binoculars, and I had perfect view of Central Park. And she has these binoculars, and she's like, Columbus, there's a man in the tree. I'm like, Brittany, please, this is out of control. And she's like, no, here. And I take the binoculars and I look, and the dude has a long he's in the tree with a long, and he falls out of the tree.
Right. Damn.
And then now we're sitting up here, watch, pew, 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 and it's a whole scene. This man fell out. Don't ever call anybody crazy.
Mm.
You have to understand, like, the pressure that she was in, and the demand.
Yeah.
That's
another-
like you're.
I mean, we watched her on TV. She was a megastar.
But the machine.
Yeah.
It was
For sure.
there was no days off.
Yeah.
Right.
No vacations. Now when I see her dance online, and I'm like, just let the girl live. Let her live.
She's having fun.
Yeah, she's in a big mansion by herself. Like, fuck it. Let her dance.
Yeah.
Let her live.
One of the things that we start as soon as December 1st hits, it's all about the music
Yeah.
and it's all about the movies.
Yeah.
You have a classic movie, Christmas Time.
Yeah.
Before you say this, is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Die
I
Hard's
agree.
a
Yes, it
Christmas
is.
movie. That's
It's
crazy.
the-
you even
it's
asked
the
me.
long
There's
debate.
people debate this. I'm like, Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yeah. So
Sheesh.
yes, it is. The title of this movie that you're in happens to be my favorite Donny Hathaway song.
That's how it was made. It was written. The title, Preston Whitmore. Shout out to the writer director. It was written based on that song.
beautiful. That's my favorite Christmas song.
It's a beautiful Christmas song.
It's
And Chris
great.
Brown killed it. He sang it.
Oh man, and the cast. Let's talk about the cast and the movie experience.
Well, my sisters, Regina King, Lauren London, love you. Sharon Lill, my mom's Loretta Devine.
Yep.
Pops just got finally got him.
Golden Globe.
Yeah, it was family.
Mhm.
That's what Christmas is supposed to feel like.
Yeah.
I'm not big on Christmas, and I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like
It doesn't feel like our childhood anymore.
it doesn't feel like
Mhm.
I
that.
agree. It feels different now.
It
Yeah.
feels totally different. But that was an awesome experience. And
you know why?
why?
Yeah.
Why?
These.
Yep.
It's all about this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not about what you said. It's not about family anymore.
No. And I remember those days. But you know the smell, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
when you come in the house and it
Yeah.
smells them. It gets you out of bed. You're like, ooh, it's Christmas.
Christmas time. Yep.
And it's so, I implore families to make those traditions. It's not about gifts under the tree.
Mhm.
It's not about that. It's about family coming together after being away from each other for a full year or years, and coming around the table, talking about how your year went, talking about everything, laughing, remembering when you were young, hanging out with your cousins,
Mhm. Yep.
that you haven't seen. And it's just, I implore you guys, bring the tradition of bringing the family back together.
I would agree. And the food, man, like sitting around a table, having a meal,
Yeah.
cracking jokes, and not being on your phone at the
It's
table. Put that
ridiculous.
thing away. Let's enjoy the meal. Be present. Be available to spread love and just be in the moment.
That's why I'm really, I
Yeah.
monitor, parents need to monitor their kids' screen time. They need to monitor themselves on or their screen time because they're scrolling all day.
Mhm.
Everybody's scrolling. I remember back in the day when I first lived in New York. Even though New Yorkers just be moving, but people were like not on their phones. They didn't. It was like people were going to work or like that they were on a mission. Now you just see people like
Right.
you
It's
look
true.
up, no one's talking to each other.
Mhm.
Like, do you know what I mean? No one. It's like you could be right now. Everybody's. You could be on the train.
I just thought of a tradition that we could all start
What?
for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. No phones, and we bring back disposable cameras
Oh,
and
the
an old
ones
school
that
video camera.
This one.
Yeah,
The
that
yellow
we
ones?
gotta,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And you just place those around the house.
We're putting the phones away.
Yeah.
And we're capturing the moment, right?
And you get an old VHS high 8 recorder and you just set it somewhere. People can pick it up and record. And so it feels like.
So you got
90
48 hours. Can you go? I don't think people can go.
Yeah.
You have to.
Listen.
Everybody you care about is already there.
A few years ago, I don't know if you guys remember this, like Twitter shut down.
Yeah.
For like, people were.
They went crazy. They were
in a
panicking.
pure-
Panicking.
Like it was apocalypse. I was like, that's how I know. That's how you know.
But wouldn't that be a good tradition?
Let's
You
start
place disposable cameras and a couple video recorders.
This Christmas, I'm doing it.
Yo, honestly,
I'm gonna start
I'm
it in my
But
house.
unfortunately, and I'm gonna say this.
Then they're gonna record it.
Unfortunately, a lot of and no offense to the women, a lot of the women like to capture the moment on their cell phone and post it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Well-
but that's the problem with Christmas.
That's
is it
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
feel like Christmas because it's about the facade instead of the moment.
Exactly.
And the picture will capture the moment. The video camera will get you that moment, and it's for you.
Yeah.
But those if you probably remember a Christmas when you were 6 years old.
Yeah.
I still.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was none of this. Like
And it meant so much more.
because everybody's moving so fast.
It's true.
So I realized this even in my personal life. So like my career, for example, I was on Stomp. I'm always to the next thing. Always to the next thing. Always to the next thing. I'm going, and I miss so many moments, man.
We just talked about that. We talked about being present in those moments.
I missed so many moments
Mhm.
that were incredible.
Yeah.
But I wasn't present. I was to the next. I'm on this mission. So at 43, I just want to be present.
That's beautiful.
Like this moment,
Yeah.
awesome.
I think that's where we could be present. I'm really being
I
serious
agree.
about what I said.
Yeah,
At the
I
cameras.
want to ask because I've asked a lot of the actors, and a lot of actors that have been on our show have said the same thing. When you do a movie, do you watch it back, or are you just like over it?
I'm an athlete, and I play football, I play basketball, and
Watch film?
you always got to watch tape.
I love
Like, so I watch. I don't watch in vanity.
Mhm.
I'm like, I hate watching myself. I'm like, why are you like I used to blink a lot,
Mhm.
and I didn't realize I was blinking all the time. So then it was cognitive effort to like pick like Michael, Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Alfred. Pick a fucking eye and don't fucking
Oh,
blink.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Pick a fucking eye
Yeah.
and don't fucking blink. So
Yeah.
I'm like, and then I realized I would sometimes my mouth, while I'm listening, my mouth's open. I'm like, shh, close your little mouth.
You're just watching the tape.
So
like,
you know what I mean? And like, so I watch to see how I can get better.
that's dope.
Do you
I
think
love that.
Denzel watches his films?
Yep.
He does.
He in the middle. He won't tell you that, but he.
You caught him.
Caught him.
You were the guy in the tree with the long lens.
He's in his basement, like
Yeah.
But that's some people are like, I'll never watch myself, and that's why you don't get better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you could just come off a game and Josh Allen didn't watch himself, he wouldn't know how to get better.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then like coaches. It's embarrassing. So you probably want to watch by yourself, because if you're watching with the whole cast, they're like, see right there.
Your mouth. You're blinking. Blink.
They're going to circle around you. Oh, no.
That's funny.
That's real.
Top 3 MCs.
Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this, bro.
Could be any
Who you gonna forget?
any generation.
Don't do me like this, bro.
Right.
Why are you doing me
All
like?
right.
Okay,
Five,
all right.
5 favorite hip hop albums.
No, okay, no. I'm gonna answer your first
3
question.
MCs.
Okay. This is bragging.
Let's go.
All right. Tupac.
Yep.
Believe it or not, Missy Elliott
She's dope. Amazing.
Missy's dope though.
Amazing.
and Nas.
Great. I'll give you my 3. I'm not going to duplicate what you... I like not
I
duplicating
had
what
to
the
put a
guest.
female in there.
That's great. I'm going to do a female too. Number 1, greatest storyteller in the history of rap. Slick Rick.
Oh, Slick.
My guy. Slick Rick. Hands down. Female, I'm going to go... Oh, man, Lauryn Hill is... Lauryn Hill is...
See, this is why you
like
can't do this.
Lauryn Hill
We can't
at the
play this
time,
game.
woo!
Nobody
And the
was.
Miseducation won like 400
Oh,
Grammys.
bro,
That
it
was the
amazing.
first concert I ever
It
went
was
to in my life
amazing.
at the Anaheim Pond.
Singing
It was
and
the
rapping.
first concert.
That's how you know we're a little older. You said the Anaheim Pond. It hasn't been that in 30 years.
What is it called?
It's the Honda Center.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. And the third, I'm gonna go Q-Tip, Tribe Called Quest, because what Tribe
Q.
means to Black Eyed Peas.
Yes.
you know?
Yeah, I
Give me an
understand that.
honorable mention, each one of you. Someone that you think you forgot.
He just murdered me with the Lauryn Hill. Jeez Louise.
You said Missy. Come on, Missy's dope.
Missy's dope too. Yeah.
You're not sugar free.
Wow, that's
The pimp.
unexpected. That's,
Okay.
that's good, but unexpected.
P-Town in the house. Okay.
Sugar free.
I'm gonna keep it native tongues because I love De La. I'm gonna go Pasta.
What about Biggie?
Biggie's great too.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can see everybody is so authentic. Like back then,
Mhm. Yeah.
the guys, the people we're naming,
Yeah.
they're one of ones.
Yeah.
Like now, it's kind of
Right.
they're like
Mhm.
kind of you don't know.
You know who doesn't get mentioned enough that I love? EPMD.
Oh,
Classic.
EPMD.
They don't get
Classic.
mentioned
And
enough.
Paris Smith.
Yeah, I love Eric
sure.
and Parrish. I got to work with them a
Duels?
couple times, and they're
Yeah.
dope.
Rap duels.
Yeah.
Top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you something now,
All right,
buddy.
cool.
Top 3
Buddy.
favorite movies.
Ooh. Back to the Future.
No, that's mine. Which one? 1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
I like 2 as well because of the Nike situation.
Okay.
I love that. That's great. Back to the Future, number 1. Number 2, for my personal reasons, I'm gonna go Breaking, even though it was because of what it
Fair.
represented.
Yeah,
the
fair,
broomstick.
Fair. That was sick.
Oh my
That
god,
was magic.
bro! Like
that
that's
was
my
magic.
childhood.
That was magic.
Magic,
That was
literally.
magic.
And number 3 would probably be I'm gonna go Goodfellas.
That's I can't now. I can good. So mine is Back to the Future
Yeah.
2,
hmm
Goodfellas, and Singing in the Rain.
Wow, obscure and dope.
Well, look, I'm gonna make some of your new favorites.
Okay.
Ooh,
Drop us some gems to watch.
Yep, I'm gonna make them.
okay.
Yeah,
They're not
we're
made
ready
yet.
for you.
You hear
No,
that?
we're ready for you.
I want to be at the premiere.
So stay tuned.
I want to be at the premiere.
I'm coming in hot.
And if you
But
need
speaking
it,
of that, are you still doing your pod?
Yeah, I'm still
You
doing
bringing it back, or is it on hiatus, or where you at with it right
Just on hiatus. We'll be back in February. I got to go just finish this last little run, and when I get back, we're back on. But
if you need an indigenous looking fella,
an Aztec.
an Aztec, a Mayan, a Native American.
warrior.
You need a Native American. That's me.
I got you. So when I call, you better pick up.
I'm there, bro.
All right.
We're
bet.
gonna exchange.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Thank you for
Appreciate
being
it.
here, ladies
I
and
love
gentlemen.
you, bro. Just so you know,
I love
you,
this
man.
guy even more.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. He had me a knucklehead. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Columbus Short.
Thank you.
That's right, y'all. It's Taboo Nawasha, and I hope you enjoyed geeking out with me and going straight into geek mode. For more information, for more videos, subscribe, like, and comment. Share it with your friends. Much love. There it is.